Oh, so tragic.
What's going on, everybody? I live in this car, and this is exactly how much clothes I carry with me all the time in order to live efficiently and comfortably out of my car. All right, I'm gonna give you guys a breakdown and my thought process on how I do that, manage my clothing in my car. All right, so I got a couple of items that are kind of loose and that don't really have a place. I kind of just shove them in areas where they fit. But I got gym shirts, you know, kind of like dry fits, quick drying material, not cotton based, I guess. I got t-shirts, socks and boxers, shorts, a couple of hoodies, and 2 pairs of pants. Probably have around 12 shirts, 12 basic shirts. They're all pretty much plain. I like to go with plain, simplified colors, neutral colors that don't really stand out much. I literally have 2 pairs of pants in here that I wear consistently. I have these black 511s, these cargos, been loving these. And I have these 511 Levi's. And between these 2 pairs of pants and all my different shirts, I'm able to mix and match. It actually simplifies, you know, having a solid black pair of pants and then a basic pair of Levi's kind of simplifies my decision making in the morning. You know, I know everything in here is going to match. Even though I live in my car, I still like to coordinate. I still like to look nice. I still like to look decent. I'm having solid colors and having a basic having a basic pant palette simplifies and streamlines getting ready in the morning. I have most of my essentials in little bags. I don't know what you call these. I think they're just travel bags. My underwear and socks, you know, somewhat neatly folded up in here. In this third bag, I got shorts. You know, it hasn't been too hot in California, unless I'm doing something, you know, very active. I got a mix of shorts in here. I actually don't really wear these. These are pretty loud. But yeah, just basics. Hey, look at me. You know, I'm the guy with the green Nike shorts. Not very ideal to me for my car life situation. Pants. I got a basic camo hoodie. It goes with everything. I got this on a fishing trip maybe a month ago. So now that I've covered everything that I do have, you know, I'll go ahead and show you guys like how I store these items in my car. All right, so here is my complete, you know, like cabinet setup. Up here is where I keep my my shirts and my boxers and socks. Right here. And up here is also where I throw like a lot of the loose clothing that I have. These are my shorts. My shorts go here in this little cubby. Right here is where I keep my dirty clothes. This laundry bag is literally just my sleeping bag. My sleeping bag. So doesn't really get much airflow. You know, I know some people like to use like the mesh bags, but this is, you know, I just repurposed this sleeping bag and it's been working fine. Has a little string right here. Cinches down, and then have this little handle right here. Dry fit shirts, workout shirts. I don't know if you guys can see this in here. This is like another set of clothes. I went somewhere, you know, nicer this weekend, so I grabbed some I grabbed some button-up shirts from my storage that I you know, that I kept in here for the time being. People living the minimalist lifestyle, they generally go with black, and I just could not do black. You know, it gets too hot, like solid black t-shirts. It's too damn hot here in California. And 2, I don't know if you noticed, I live with my dog in here, and Otto sheds like crazy. I mean, I'm always thankful for the reminders that I have him with me, you know, but I don't want to be walking around with his hair on me all the time. So Yeah, black is just not an option. White gets too dirty too fast. And also I do have one hat. It is right here. Love it. It is one of my favorite hats. It's simple, it matches with everything. Order 66 kind of mimics or plays like a parody off of Route 66, but Order 66, Star Wars fans, you know what I'm talking about, all right? Most tragic day in the entire galaxy. Yes. Oh, so tragic. Yeah, oh, I guess I can go over some shoes, all right? Some shoes, my shoes. So I do have a variety pair of shoes. For me, I'm the type of person, I cannot wear the same consistent shoes all the time. One, I'm way too active, so my feet get sweaty, and sweat leads to two, different shoes for different things. And three, I need change. I cannot wear the same thing all the time. I just need variety. I need variety, and so I got different shoes, all right? Nike Dunks. Yeah, these are like some beat up shoes now, but I kind of wear these a lot now. They are leather. I don't really like leather shoes because they're not very breathable. One of my last pairs of shoes I got rid of, they were leather and they were like super narrow, had like no side play, and that really effed my feet up, you know, towards the end of my days. Like every night around like 5 to 6 o'clock, just from wearing my shoe, from those specific pairs of shoes. You know, my feet were just aching, you know, like my toes were all shriveled up inside the toe box. Not very good. These, even though they're leather, they have a lot of room. I go on hikes a lot with Otto, so I do have a pair of boots. These are just like some basic van boots. I've had those for a while. I have my slides. I have these slides. These are my shower shoes for when I go shower at the gym or even lounging at a friend's place. These are the newest pairs of shoes I bought. These are very comfortable. Oh my goodness gracious. Like when I first got into car life, I didn't think I would want, or I didn't even think that shoes would be a major play in, you know, comfort. But it makes sense, you know, like your feet are literally like your foundation. And if you have crappy footwear, you know, it's just bad. You know, standing around all day, going to work, standing, going about your daily life, living in the car, being confined in a small space, you know, like you want to be comfortable. And these are just oh so comfortable. The reason why I have multiple pairs of shoes is because, like I said, I don't want to be walking around in the same shoe every day. You know, that just builds up a lot of sweat, a lot of bacteria, and a lot of funk. You know, so I rotate my shoes. That way, you know, it gives my other shoes a chance to breathe. These are my shoes for when I run Otto. You can see the tread is very worn down on these because I use these to stop when I run Otto. That's what these shoes are for. And these boys are funky, man. I don't know if y'all can see. These are like tore up from the flow up. These are beaters. But yeah, people, that's pretty much everything I wear inside my car. Like literally, like I have not, you know, I maybe have added, I may have taken out some, you know, like some hoodies. I've added in some shirts here and there, but that is literally like everything I wear. You know, this is what I drive around and keep with me on a daily basis. And it just simplifies things. It makes getting ready easier and quicker. You don't really have to think about what I'm going to wear after I shower. I just pick a pair of pants or have the pants that I'm wearing already, and I grab a shirt. You know, I can literally get dressed in the dark and, you know, be okay and comfortable with what I'm wearing. Yeah, so this setup, the way that I organize my closet, the way the clothes that I have that I wear, you know, just makes everything streamlined. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you could downgrade your wardrobe in such a way that, you know, enables you to make life simpler. You know, when I lived in my apartment, having a variety of clothes honestly made me very indecisive in picking out what I wanted to wear. And that's just something now that I realize I wasted my time on. You know, it would even cause me to be late to events, late to work, late to whatever I'm doing, just simply because I couldn't figure out what I wanted to wear, and that's just ridiculous. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, peace.